Well, apart from the odd scuff of paint here and there, that is pretty much a brand new tractor again. So we've got the Massey Ferguson back. It's been fully serviced, all the hydraulic hoses, everything. That's why I left the front loader on there. Absolutely fantastic. As you can see, we are into June. The rest of May was so hectic. It is unbelievable. There's a few things I need to show you because things have happened. I did put out my sort of cry for help, I guess, in terms of any buildings, animal pens, anything like that. There's a local farmer not far from here, a bit further up the freeway even. Willie, he knows Seth, or Seth knows Willie. He has said Willie is a little bit of a wheeler dealer, Jack the Lad type of thing, but he's pretty nice guy. His heart's in the right place. He's given us some things, and I'm quite excited about them, but they're down at the farm, so I need to show you. I have bought something that is going to be helpful to us for those things. So let's jump in the Massey, because I'm probably not explaining myself very well. But it should be around the corner. I've literally just bought it. And there it is. It looks quite huge. It's bigger than what I was expecting. But that is for water. So we'll jump out. We'll have a quick look. So yeah, it's quite big. Does come with a spare wheel though, so that's nice. Yeah, so let's hook up to that. We'll head back to the farm, and then I'm going to go through some of the things that we've kind of inherited from Willie. He hasn't wanted anything for it. I offered him money. He said no, it's absolutely fine. So I'm guessing somewhere down the line there's going to be a favour we need to return, but that's fine with me, as long as it's obviously within reason. But it is an absolutely glorious day. Oh yeah, May was just mayhem. Excuse the sort of pun. Oh, this area, there is, I believe, a shop or something like that going there. Not a vehicle shop, like a place where hopefully we might be able to sell a few things. But that is going up pretty quick apparently. Bill was telling me about that. And it's one of those buildings where they can knock up pretty quick. Like a prefab kind of thing, I think they're called. So that's interesting. That is going ahead, I believe, a little bit later this month, if all goes to plan. Obviously they've got the weather for it, so they might as well crack on. I've literally done nothing though in terms of field work or around the farm. There's a lot that we can be getting on with. The sugar beets are ready to go. We could do them at some point. I honestly don't think we're going to get everything done in one hit. We've got weeds coming through already on this field, which is quite annoying. Still got all the bales to pick up. We need to put another crop in here. We need to put a crop in the new field, or newest field. Grass is growing nicely, and the sugar beet over here look ready to go. Yeah, that's another thing we need to think about. We'll have to speak to the shop. I'm not too worried about the sugar beets just yet. But what I want to do is get those bales off the field. I still don't know whether we should get rid of them. I think we're going to keep them, because I do want to try and get some animals as quick as we can. Oh, that's another thing Willie has said. He does, I was speaking to him about animal pens or anything like that. He hasn't got any sort of pens that are already, you know, there that we can use and put up straight away. He's got a couple of old feed troughs that we could probably use and then build off of that, like water troughs, feed troughs, so that could be interesting. We'll have to look at that. Silage is all ready to go. That's something else we can sort out. But look over here, guys. Oh, and that. I need to talk to you about that as well. I'm going to stop this. I'm getting too excited now. We'll come back to them because that is the highlight. But look, Willie gave us this. This is old pressure washer, jet wash, so we'll be able to blast our machines off. I thought I'd put it there because, well, two reasons. It's quite open here, you know, it's the in and out main entrance exit of the farm, so if we've got bigger machinery like the combine, we could just pull up here, wash them off, no troubles. And the second reason why, the main water pipe that was feeding the house over there runs through here. So I've kind of got the digger out. That's another thing actually I need to tell you. I told you so much has happened. Dug a little trench out and I've just connected up into it via a little bit of hose pipe. So that is all ready to go. The digger has gone. We do not need it anymore. I don't think. We've pulled down everything I wanted to pull down. Those sheds have gone. Got rid of those. So all up to speed, I think. Oh yeah, and after the last time, that little bit of a scare, someone's obviously playing tricks on us. Got a pretty good idea who that can be. Yeah, I've put everything back, the generator, the chair, and I did park the combine across these doors just as a bit of added security. But yeah, if things are going to go down that route, then I'm ready for a fight, guys. I really am. Right, anyway, let's not get sidetracked. Yeah, Willie had some old greenhouses. So we've brought them down. He helped me put the first one up so I could get an idea roughly how they go. Cleaned them all up. Put them up. 3 of them. Absolutely fantastic. They are a little bit sort of rough, shabby. There's a couple of cracks in some of the glass, but I'm not too fussed about that. That is going to be awesome. We can grow some produce then. And they do smell a bit inside as well, so I've left the windows open on each one of them just to give them a bit of an airing. But I thought this would be a good spot for them because there's a bit of a sun trap really. The only one, this one probably may get a little bit of shade. It's already coming across because the sun pretty much just does go over like that and then disappears off over there at the end of the day. So I'm hoping that is going to be a good spot for them. But they will need water. This is what they look like. Each one's got their own water butt which supplies it. As you can see, all the pipes have been rigged up, ready to go. So we're going to get some water. I think we're going to risk going into the stream over there. I know. I don't normally want to go into that river, but I end up in there. But this time we actually do want to go in there. So I think this tank holds quite a bit. Can we go out that way? Should be able to squeeze through there, I think. There we go. Yeah, holds quite a bit, so we might have to do a couple of trips though just to top these up. I'm not too worried about them being completely... Ooh, God, this terrifies me. It's not even that deep, but we've just had some horrific experiences, haven't we, in there? I'm hoping this is going to work. Please work. Let's back in there a little bit better. Come on. Is this going to work? Oh, there we go. Don't go in too far. I need to be able to pull it out. Well, that's good. We are filling up. Awesome. That's pulling the tractor back. Maybe should have used the bigger tractor. Whoa, that doesn't like that. Come on, girl, you can do it. I think we'll have to swap over. I think we're out. Oh my days. Things we do. Right, let's see if we can cut through some of these gaps in the fence. This is another job that still needs to be done, but it's not desperate. We've got huge open areas down here, but like I say, I'm hoping we can maybe squeeze some animals in somewhere along the line. I think what I'll do is I'll get this one, or get some of these filled up. We'll see how we get on, and then I'll swap over tractors. I'll probably bring you back in when we're done. There we go. So we should be able to get some water in there. Right, I'll get these filled up, guys, and then we're going to get some seeds chucked in there as well, and I'll bring you back in and I'll tell you what we got growing and what's happening. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to swap over tractors as well because little Massey there can't really handle that. So yeah, I'll see you shortly. Right, look at this. We've got some growth already. They're all topped up with water, each and every one of them, and we are growing. In this one was peppers, we've got cucumbers in there, and then onions in this one over here. So I am very excited about this, looking forward to seeing if it actually works and we get some decent returns from it. But plenty of things still to do. We're going to get those bales off of that field, I think. Clear that, and then we can start putting another crop in there. So if we hook this up to the trailer, should think we'll be able to get there without that truck being in the way. And we still do need to get some sort of sheds going, because come on, there we go, we're in. Still have all these pieces of equipment, trailers lying around, but it's just having the money to sort of get it, you know, get it going. But we'll see what we can do. Right, if we park this up here like so, I think we might just sell these, you know. We'll probably get, I don't know, we should get a decent amount. They're big bales. Right, we need the Massey and our bale spike, which I think is in here somewhere, probably buried. We should be able to hook up to that, I think. We should be good to go. This thing runs like a dream now. The guys up at the shop are awesome. So can we squeeze in? Yes. Happy days. Right, let's get out without causing mayhem. Right, we're out. We are out. Let's go and pick some bales up. I think we'll take them over to Seth, because Seth's going to give us a better price than the animal dealer at the top. I know we keep going to Seth's, but at the minute we just need all the money we can get. And that is what it's going to be like for quite some time, I think. Let's get a little bit more square on. So what I'm going to try and do is get most of these stacked towards the back of this trailer, because we obviously have to back up that ramp. I don't want any incidents again. So if we can get these hooked up, or stacked up should I say, towards the back. That's a bit too far. Come down, off. There we go. Right, so another job that's going to take a little while. So I'll probably get this loaded up, guys, and I'll bring you back in. I think we'll head straight over to Seth's and Sal. I know he's there all day anyway, so timing couldn't be better. Right, last one. I couldn't stack it how I wanted to right at the back because obviously it's going to be a bit too top heavy, isn't it? So we've had to stack it like this. I will put this one at the back though. I'm just hoping we can get rid of them easy enough. Is that going to stay on there? Awesome. Right. Just put this tractor back in the yard. Nowhere special. I think probably just here will do. Right. Oh, I better put those forks down a bit better than that, haven't I? There we go. That's good enough. Right. Let's get these over to Seth's. Ooh, that's a little bit over that side more than I'd hoped. I was hoping to aim for the middle. Not the neatest of stacking, but oh well. Right. Got quite a few bales on here. So it's going to struggle a little bit. Quite a bit of weight as well. That's the other thing. Are we actually going to be able to reverse up the ramp? Oh, God. Honestly, I think I set myself up for these things. Anyway, let's get over to Seth's. Right. Here comes the moment of truth. Another place where I've had a mishap. Let's try not that today. We're going to have to get up there quite far over though again, but right, I think we're going to be right for power. He says. Probably shouldn't have stopped. Right, so let's get some straps off. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Happy days. That was about 20 grand. Wow, that was more than I was expecting. Very pleased with that. Good, good. Every little helps. Right, let's head back to the farm and we'll get cracking, I think, on those two fields. I'm thinking I might grow, definitely going to grow sorghum in one, because that could act as some chicken feed further down the line. Sorghum does grow a bit quick as well. And in the other field, I'm undecided. I may go for oats again because we can get a bit more straw off of that. So we will see. Right, we're back. So let's grab our seeder. I think we will go oats again. I guess we'll put it in the same field, to be honest with you. It doesn't really matter. How much have we got in here? We better fill that up. I'm pretty sure we've still got some in the silo, so let's spin around. We've got a lot of space on this farm now. We need to start thinking and planning of what we are actually going to have in different areas, because with all the trees around we need to sort of plan it a little bit better. Here we go, we are full, guys. Yeah, I mean, if we have to take a few trees down, that's fair enough. We'll do that. We can sort that out. Still need to get rid of a few stumps though of the trees that we have taken down. But there we go. We've got open fields ready to go. As in, there is no bales on the field. That is what I'm trying to say. Right, so let's switch over. Let's go oats first. We'll get going on this guy. Let's start up in this corner. Two decent sized fields though. I think the new field's slightly smaller than this one, but I'm very happy with both of these fields. It's going to be very, very good for us. And we obviously still do have more land down the far side, which I'm not sure what to do with just yet. I think we probably will cut that grass though before we do anything, whether we create any fields. We could maybe put some animal pens out there just to free up the farmyard, because I don't want to try and squeeze all the animals into our farmyard area, because some of the pens could be a little bit big. We can drive over our grass, that's fine. That is not going to hurt at all. So look at this already, look. Because we've got a direct drill with this seeder, that's going straight in the ground. Which means there is no stones. How awesome. I may still give it a roll though as well afterwards. I possibly might do that later though, when we've said our sort of goodbyes for the day. But June's going to be a busy month as well. So much to do now. It's awesome. It's gone from sort of 0 to full speed in, you know, within a few months. But that is what we wanted. Got the greenhouses now. We've got grass, the sugar beets ready to go. I'm going to have to get in contact with the shop really about this sort of harvester that they mentioned. I'm going to tell them that we are ready. They did say they had a couple of them already in stock, so I'm hoping that's still the case. And obviously I'm hoping they're not too expensive. I haven't even seen any of them yet, but I'm assuming it's not going to be like real big expensive technology, which is fine for us. And we will have to buy it, because as I've said before, the shop don't hire anything out, they don't lease anything apart from that push bike. I just dropped that, picked that up a little bit too quick there, didn't I? Make sure we get all that. There we go. Right, well, I'll finish this field off, and then we'll look at going for some sorghum in the field next door. And then we'll have to start planning about chickens as well. I may have to speak to Willie and see if he's got any feed troughs, because the chickens, they should only just need a feed trough for some wheat, barley or sorghum or something like that, which is obviously why we're growing sorghum. So if we can get away with just doing a trough, and then I've done it again, haven't I? And then maybe just put some sort of basic fence round. Try and give them some sort of little home, little hut, shelter. Because I'm not too sure what it's like over here in the States, but at home you need to be careful with your chickens because there's foxes, they will get them. So give them some sort of protection, some shelter. Anyway, I'm going off on one, so let's get this done and I'll see you towards the end of it. Right, so almost done. Very, very close with the seeds. I hope we've got enough. I'm not even sure we're going to get this done in one strip. Let's try it. So far, so good. I think we should just about make it. But that just goes to show how big this field is. I'm guessing we could probably gauge how big the field is next door by how much seed we use again. That's a little thought. Just a tiny little strip there to do, and that should be that field all done. Back with oats. Like I say, that's just been done purely for the fact that they grow quick. We want a quick turnaround at the minute. Obviously there is other crops we could probably earn more money from, but we get the straw from the oats. We've just seen how much you can get from the bales. I think as we build up towards sort of animals and things like that, we'll be looking to keep some of the straw. So we'll get this topped back up. Like so. If I can get the trigger, where's the trigger gone? Oh, please tell me we've got enough fertilizer in there. I might have to check that. There we go, we did have enough. It was just a bit fiddly getting underneath the trigger. I had to get out and line myself up better with a pipe. Right, so let's turn cedar over to sorghum. There we go. And we'll start back up at the top, I think, and work down. Happy days. 2 fields, 2 crops in. I obviously thought we would get to this point at some stage, but I wasn't sure we'd get here this quick, if I'm honest. So I'm very, very happy that we have. There is some stones in this field because obviously we ploughed it. You can see them coming through, and there's a few patches where it's darker with the fertilizer, so where we've ploughed it under, and I'm guessing where the weeds and the sort of really bad grass was. It's got some different stages of fertiliser, but that's not a problem. We can whiz back over with that, because we'll have to give the oat field another dusting over fertiliser when it sort of sprouts up through. I need to speak to the shop as well, as if they can either get me some sort of toolbox, because I can do a lot of the sort of servicing and minor repairs to our equipment myself. I am pretty handy at that. It's all the bigger stuff, like a proper full service. Obviously I can't do that. That's what the shop people are there for. But if they've got some tools that I can buy, or they can point me in the right direction where I can go. If not, I'll have to just go into town, I think, find some sort of hardware store, just get a little collection of tools where we can do minor things to our tractors and pieces of equipment. Save us a little bit of money on the repairs and servicing, wouldn't it? So that tree is a little bit in the way there, but we should be able to get that. Did we get all that? We did. Happy days. So it looks very patchy in places with the stones. Like I say, I will probably do the rolling a little bit later. Probably do this field, have a bit of lunch, I'm not sure. And then we've got to get rid of that silage. Again, there probably will be, if we go down the route of cows, there'll be the point where we'll need to keep silage, but I don't think at the minute we're going to, because we can produce that reasonably easy with the grass. Keep tipping in there. We can't really do silage bales because our baler is a square baler, and the wrapper for the square bales is very expensive. That is out of our reach. I'm not prepared to pay that sort of money for that. So we'll carry on as we are, I think, with silage. So like I say, that grass bit over there, well, just behind this field and then going down the side of the other part of the farm, that's obviously grass that we can cut as well, just to top it up, add to it. It's not the best grass, we know, but look how much it has sort of produced for us in the past. Right, well, I will finish off this patchy field, patchy and stony field, and I'll see you again towards the end. I don't think we're using as much seed for this, but we will see. Right, so I reckon 2 more passes should do it. Another awesome crop gone in the field. So yeah, we'll just come back down just to finish off that little strip. It's all coming together very nicely. And it's still quite a good area in front of us there, so I think we could probably get another field in there at some point. Grow something else, I'm not quite sure. So yeah, from the tree again, leave a decent gap, and you can just about see where we've cut the grass. So our boundary's up to about here. So again, that's not a bad size field. Could get something else growing in there. Maybe some more sugar beet, you never know. If we're going to be buying ourselves some sort of contraption to harvest the sugar beets, we could take advantage of that fact and grow some more. Who knows? Something else for me to ponder over in the evenings. That's if someone's not playing pranks on me, that is. Right, so there we go. Happy days. 2 crops in the field. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to test out this jet wash, because this tractor's done quite a bit today. So I'll park that there. Turn that off. Yeah, it's looking a bit grubby. Look, the weight as well. Oh, it does actually fire up. I can hear it. That's good. So let's get the... What the hell? What? What is going on? It's supposed to get the things clean. It's making them dirty. What is going on? Willie!